live. Good morning. Um, Start the morning off right. A little green tea to kind of kick back. Um, it is Christmas Eve, so to everybody, I just want to say Merry Christmas. Start it off. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, that's totally fine. Um, yeah, it's pretty cold this morning, at least for over here. Well, it was. It was like 38 degrees when I woke up. Yeah, what's up, Sneed? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, bro. Um, yeah, so some announcements regarding YouTube. And I did an Instagram live last night and kind of said, but I think I'm going to elaborate a little bit more here on the YouTube side as to what's going to happen to the channel. And it's probably an unpopular decision, but it's a decision that, for me, will make me happy. And whatever happens, happens. You can't please everybody. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I don't know. For me, I'm always curious as to why people are afraid to say Merry Christmas. I mean, I know people celebrate different holidays. Some celebrate Kwanzaa, some celebrate Hanukkah, and you know what? And I guess Happy Holidays fits that. I still say Merry Christmas though. I say both, like Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Um, but anyways, so it's no secret that I'm actually pursuing things on Instagram. It's a new challenge for me to dedicate time and focus on Instagram, putting my videos mostly on Instagram TV and doing live streams from Instagram. Um, Carlos, good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, bro. Um, it is what it is. It's probably an unpopular decision. Some people are probably gonna be mad at me for it, but oh well. You know what I mean? Like I gotta do what makes me happy. And this whole YouTube thing just doesn't do it anymore. You know what I mean? Um, I'm just like, you know, I hit 11,200 plus subscribers. I'm like, cool. You know, um, it was a good run. It was a good run. And so, like I said on my live stream on Instagram last night, eventually what's going to happen to the channel is that I'll probably do like one podcast show a week, starting in January, and that's pretty much it. From that point going forward, I mean, like, most of the videos that I do are going to be posted on my Instagram TV page. And for the YouTube channel, I'll I'll post that video there for members to get exclusive peek to it, and then shift it over. No, bro, it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with him, bro. It really doesn't. The way that I'm looking at YouTube and how all this stuff is like, while we all collectively work together, you know what I mean, to also grow is pretty hard, especially in this space. And I've said this before. Sneed's heard me say this. I've said this multiple times. Like, I've run my time on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, it's time for me to step away and let other people that have great ideas kind of shine through. So, like, does it mean that I'm never doing anything on YouTube? No. I mean, like, if you go live, Carlos, and you're on StreamYard and you have a panel of people, like, I'm still gonna join you. I'm still gonna come on and give my 2 cents and hang out and laugh. I'll still do like a podcast once a week instead of doing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday like I was doing it. I'm just gonna do it once a week, and then whatever videos that I make, that I put on Instagram TV, I'll post it to YouTube later. It's just YouTube has so much restrictions, and while this is supposed to be a place that's like a creative platform for a lot of people, I feel like I'm boxed in on what I can do. You know what I mean? Yeah, the videos will come to YouTube also, but I'm just no longer gonna worry about YouTube's strict policies or whatever. You know what I mean? Um, like, I just feel like I can do more on Instagram TV. I can say more on it. You know what I mean? Because of the monetization thing. I know it's not happening on Instagram, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm just done with YouTube's policies and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm just done feeling restricted. You know, sometimes I want to go off about a product and be able to just fully explode. You know what I mean? And I feel like that even though I could, like, you know, people would be like, well, just do it, you know. It just feels so weird because then it's like, you know, YouTube has their policy and it's like if they deem your channels not viable for them, they could just completely erase your channel. And then it's like everything that I worked for on YouTube would just be gone. So I think that's where I'm going with it. Plus too, like on Instagram, it's kind of like a challenge right now. I think like what on the gram side of things, I let me go and see. I forgot how many followers I have, but I want to try and you know, challenge that aspect of it. So I have like 307 followers, right? Nothing like I have here on YouTube, but I can try and grow that. You know, this is a challenge for me. So it doesn't necessarily mean like, you know, the YouTube channel's dead. All I'm saying is just like my focus really won't be on YouTube. Um, I think, you know, like you know, jumping on live streams with, you know, with several of you guys, I think will be more beneficial, and I think it kind of like opens up space for somebody else to come in and show what they can do. I really feel like that I've done, you know, a lot on YouTube, and I just feel like it's time for me to get out of the way and just let somebody else shine. Let other people that's coming in kind of, you know, be able to show what they can do, push forward, bring new things, new, you know, new ideas, you know, different perspectives to YouTube, and allow people to experience new things. And not the same old stuff that I do all the time, you know what I mean? Sometimes we can reinvent ourselves, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, it's something that's going to catch or something that's going to push forward. I'm going to be on IGTV a lot too. TK showing me how to become monetized. Yeah, um, IGTV sucks worse on copyright shit. I think Haps best period. Yeah, Haps is actually the way to go. You know, when you're focusing on like monetizing and stuff like that, it's the way to go. I'm not worried about monetization anymore, only because like, you know, with a lot of things being worked out, you know, in my personal life and things becoming a lot better. Um, my plan is to get myself back into school for software engineering and pursue that as a livelihood. You know what I mean? So really, when I start doing that, I'm not gonna have a lot of time to really be making content. And yeah, so YouTube as a hobby is really gonna become more like a hobby. Just for the simple fact is that I'm gonna be busy with life. You know what I mean? Like doing more things, advancing myself in life to do better, to, you know, make better money, um, to give my kids a different lifestyle. That ultimately the reason for this is for my kids, you know. And this time when I step away out of the light, there's no coming back. I know I've done this before. I stepped away on other things like being burnt out from doing YouTube a lot and all the other stuff, and then I've eventually came back. This time, it's not. There is no coming back. You know. To all the people that subscribe to me, because I love you guys very much. Like I will do like a one podcast show a week, starting towards the end of January. That's gonna kick off. So one good thing about that is that it's going to be steady, right? So if the algorithm was really, you know, really messing with me before, eventually the algorithm's going to like me, because if I decide to do it like on Fridays, every Friday, then every Friday the algorithm knows I'm going to go live, do a podcast, so it knows. So that, I guess that'll be on the plus side of things. In no way does this have to do with a certain said somebody or whatever. Like I don't live my life worrying about what that person thinks or what they say about me. I've told you, you know, Carlos, and I've told a lot of people, right? Like, it doesn't matter, like, what types of things are said or what aspects of my personal life is brought up in their conversations to become a joke. I laugh with them on it, you know what I mean? So they're not really hurting anybody with, at least they're not hurting me with all that stuff. And they can keep doing it. far what? I mean, like, if someone peeps this live stream and runs and goes and tells him, and he goes online and talks about like, oh well, I defeated Tito. Like, let him think that. Let him think it and say it. You know what I mean? Like, I think at the end of the day, I know who I am as a person. I know who I am as a person. The only people that matter to me what they think about me personally is my kids. Other than that, I can give a rat's ass what anyone else thinks about me. So it's like it's all good, bro. Don't even think that he's the reason why. You know what I mean? Like I've done my time on here. You know, from 2011 till now, 9 years, 9 years on this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good people that have great ideas, and sometimes it just takes somebody to step aside and let them show what they can do. You know what I mean? Like rather than me trying to be in the spotlight and be in the front grounds of it, I can be someone in the backgrounds that's just like rallying behind a person and helping them. You know, like I know Technoid does this for fun. You know, this is not something that like he's like completely focused on and growing subscriber counts and stuff like that. But I do want to see, you know, more people find him. You know, I do want to help Carlos, you know, gain more traction and move forward on YouTube with his channel. Now that it is a business, shouts out to you, bro, that it's a business now. Um, but like, yeah, you know, I do want to see great people grow on this platform. You know, and hell, you know, if all that crap didn't happen, a said person would have had my support too to help their channel grow. But I guess you know they didn't. Immaturity and all stuff. I don't even think about him. The loser bears no impact on anything. He just on the ass of the world. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's it's shifted a lot, and it's you know, I won't lie, it's impacted the community a lot to an extent where people pick sides, and to an extent where you know people don't fuck with other people because they feel like they have to remain loyal to a certain person. You know what I mean? Like, even though you know, and I know that there are people that did not ask anybody to take sides. I know that. But still, people chose to do it. Some people felt pressured to do it. You know, it really took a turn. And you know what? Like, I will say this because the community is so pretty much fucked, and it's depressing and sad. I will blame that one said person for it because all that everything was fine on YouTube. Everything was fine. Everyone was having fun. People were jumping from live stream to live stream. Like the community was getting it. They were getting it from all angles, man. I mean, in a real fucked up sense, they was getting the ultimate technology gang bang ever. Like every techie had a turn. I know that's very derogatory, but it was like that, and it was fun. But you know, with all the stuff that you know that went down, it really tore the community apart. Made people pick sides. Had people pressured to feel like they had to choose a side, and then it's become a little daft and dull. So I think what can reinvigorate the community is some fresh new stuff, something to really take their mind off all the other bullshit, something they have never seen before. You know, something that Technoid does with his special, unique intros from time to time. You know what I mean? Something that you know my friend Squids what he does. You know his whole perspective on Google Stadia gaming and you know his Pixel 5 and stuff like that. You know, he wants to do tech videos. Like I'm standing behind his channel and trying to help him grow. He's currently at 72 subscribers, and you know he also does stuff on Instagram, and he talks about green and that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help his channel grow. You know, because you know when I started working at Sprint retention, he was there longer than me, and he pretty much like helped me. You know, learn the ropes really fast of that company and policies and things like that to kind of help me be a good agent on the phone. You know what I mean? I want to, you know, return the gesture by helping him with, you know, him becoming a content creator, help his stuff grow. You know, I want to be able to rally behind, you know, just a lot of people on the come up and just kind of help them start to grow. Like I get it. You know what? It takes 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time in order for people to become monetized and partnered by YouTube. I totally get that. And you know, and while I I feel like it's a little hypocritical of me to sit there and tell people like, yeah, just don't worry about the numbers and just keep grinding. But sometimes they need a bit of inspiration, or they need like a cheerleading squad behind them to, you know, help them stay motivated. Like, lots of people in life are very different. There are some people that are just goal driven and just super motivated, and they don't need an army standing behind them to be motivated. They can run through life by themselves, and more power to them. Nothing wrong with that. But there are people that, they could be motivated to do something, but without anyone behind them to, assure them, like, hey, yeah, you're in the right path, you're going the right way. Their momentum is not as fast as other people's. And so when they do have somebody showing support and being there for them, they can just smash through obstacles. Um, SMT Nation never picked sides. The good people just chose to stay away from the negativity. Can't blame them. Exactly, exactly. But there were some that used to be cool until they decided like they had to pick a side, or they were kind of put into that position by somebody to pick a side. You know what I mean? Because I have no reason to bullshit a lot of people, and I'll tell people straight up. Yeah, said person approached me to, try to get me to pick a side. Was always in my ear about some negative stuff about another person, and was just like, I guess, hoping that I would get angry and join them, and that didn't happen. So now I became a target, and it's just like, really, honestly, I wish he would just focus all his attention and just make fun of me. If it takes the heat off a lot of the other people and lets them do what they need to do, because I could take it. I really don't care. I can take whatever is thrown at me. At the end of the day, I mean, I don't pay attention to it really. The only time I know he's even saying anything about me is when somebody like hits me up on a personal side and says, "Yo, uh, you need to hear this," and what he said about you. And even then, sometimes I don't even watch it right away. You know what I mean? Like, I see it and I'll get back to it later. Because, like, technically, and not being mean, but I have a fucking life that I have to live. I can't stop all the time and worrying about what a person thinks. And that's the advice that I give to anybody out there that's starting too. If you ever fall into these types of freaking landmines, um, you gotta have thick skin. You gotta know. And people have told me, like, why did you go personal and say personal things? Because I'm a transparent person. That's why. And I really don't give a fuck if someone uses my personal stuff against me. Like I said, it's funny. It's funny to me. It really is. But yeah, in no way, um, what I'm doing as far as shifting my stuff to Instagram and Instagram TV, that doesn't correlate with the stupidity of what's going on. That's just a personal goal for me. I would really, really love to hit 11,000 followers on Instagram. Match it up with my YouTube. That'd be kind of cool, you know. Um, and huh. Oh yeah, yeah. Respect that. Yeah. And I had mad respect for you, Sneed. I think you know what I mean. Like other people. I'm not gonna drop names. I talked to several people that's also affected by it, and I try to tell them, like, don't go and watch the live streams, like that said person's live streams. Don't go and watch it. Don't live your life wondering what he's saying, because that's what he wants. You know what I mean? When you just do your own thing, regardless if he's doing stuff. I mean, like, he's stepping, boundaries, giving out personal information or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? That is happening, but I think for most people it's just like, if you don't want to deal with the drama, then you got to live your life like the drama is not there. You know what I mean? Regardless, you may know subconsciously in the back of your mind that it's happening, but you don't have to go and give it attention. I'm a firm believer in that. When you allow someone to piss you off, you've basically given them control of yourself, right? You literally, like, allowed them to work their hands in you and work you like a puppet. If you can stay in control of your emotions, you have control over yourself. It don't matter. Um, and then two, I guess, like the old saying in the playground, sticks and stones type. I live my life by that. I can't be worried about what other motherfuckers think about me. I can't. You know what I mean? There are only a few people that I care about what they think about me, and that is my kids, my lady, and my close friends. Right? Because those are all the people that I really need in my life. Is my family, my loved ones, and my friends. That's it. And yeah. So I mean, I was going to for a moment. I'll be honest with you guys. There was a moment that he almost got under my skin, and I was going to actually issue him out. That if he gained at least 1,500 subscribers by mid January, I would completely shut down my YouTube channel. But I was like, that's kind of immature. I never really thought about it. Like, it's kind of immature. There's no reason to do that. I'm human, right? Like, you could touch a nerve in me that would get me going, but you would have to know what that is. And no, I'm not on here to tell people like how to piss me off or whatever. I just want people to, you know, to look at this as something fun. And while I will be on Instagram TV more, doing my thing on there, I do want to show support to a lot of people. So yes, I still intend, I will still take and accept invites to go live with people on StreamYard. Um, I'm gonna do more live streams on Haps. When I do my live streams on Haps, obviously they're gonna simulcast to YouTube. So there'll still be content that that comes onto YouTube. You know what I mean? I just think that a lot of the dedication that I had before towards YouTube is gone. And so, with that, I will say to those people who have joined up as members of my channel, if you guys want to stop your membership, that's totally fine. I'm cool with it. Don't feel bad. Don't think I'm going to get mad. As a matter of fact, I would say if that's something that you want to do, go ahead. Because the channel's not dead. It's not gonna. There's not. It's not like a dead end where there's no more content coming up. There will still be stuff coming up here. It's just not going to be the way that it was before. If people are looking for that daily talk about tech and stuff like that, well, Instagram TV is where it's going to be at. And there are people that's on Instagram TV that's doing it, but they're not doing it like that. And so I kind of want to challenge myself and build that up. And you know what? If I build that up, holy shit, that would be amazing. You know, um, it's neat and ready, right? Yeah, Gene. Remember what I said, Gene. You got to do you. Just don't pay attention to the negative stuff. I remember what we talked about. Um, just keep pushing forward and just try to keep that positive spirit. That's the thing. Like, you got to remain positive through all of it, right? Like, I have friends who are religious and they tell me this all the time. And they're like, when you're walking with the light, a lot of things that lives in the dark tries to drown your light out. But if you don't pay any attention, if you don't allow it within your circle, your light will always shine bright as you walk forward. You have to do that. And that's really what it is, haters or trolls and all that other type stuff. I mean, they're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they can. Keyboard warriors, you know what I mean? They exist. But don't let them drown out your light. You can't, you can't see Gene's stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Gene, what's up, bro? Carlos can't see your post, man. Um, Love is kind and gentle. Your soul will know what is right. Exactly, Red. 1,500 people don't want to hear a moron say ignorant. Yeah. Gene says, I don't know. So he's saying that he doesn't know why you can't see his comments. You know what I mean? It's just all bad. I mean, like, I can pray as much. Gene's glitching out. Gene's not even on the live stream. He's in the comments. Or am I glitching out? You're on your computer? Oh, yeah. Because this live stream is being powered by At&t prepaid. I have At&t prepaid on the Pixel 4a, and then I have At&t the Business Elite on the Pixel 5. And then I have Visible on the Pixel. No, no, no. This is visible. Never mind. Sorry, bro. I keep check your block list, Gene, just to double check and make sure. Just check your block list on who you have blocked. Um, I keep forgetting. So my main visible line is in this one. Sorry. Let me reiterate. Visible is on the Pixel 4a. It's also on the Pixel 3. AT&T prepaid's on the Pixel 4, and then the Business Elite is on the Pixel 5 for AT&T. Um, but one thing I'm really excited about is a road trip that I'm taking Tuesday night, late night. So it's going to be awesome. The missus gets off work. She's going to come home. We're going to take a nap in the evening time after we eat dinner. About midnight ish, we're going to get up, get the kids in the car so the kids can sleep throughout majority of the trip. We are taking a 12-hour drive to go see my dad again. This is going to be awesome. But also, I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming on Instagram, and I'll do some live streams on Haps, which will, you know, it'll auto share those live streams to YouTube. And I'm actually taking the family. Well, one of those days we're going up to Oklahoma City. I'm going to take them around downtown, Oklahoma City, Bricktown, and also taking them to go see the memorial site for what happened in Oklahoma City with the Timothy McVeigh thing. So there's a memorial there, and I'm gonna take them there. So while I'm there, I will do some live streams to show you guys some of the stuff around there. Pretty excited for that, and yeah. So the live stream at night is obviously gonna be dark because we're actually taking like back highways to save time. So instead of going up I-17 and then heading out east on I-40, we're actually gonna cut through Arizona and New Mexico through back highways. So I think this Saturday I'm gonna take the car in to get serviced, have them check my tires, make sure I have, like all the tools that I need for any emergency that happens, for like quick repairs on the car. Like my car is not a POS, okay? It's a 2014 Dodge Avenger, but still, like I like to think like 10 steps ahead. And so I got to make sure we have all these things set before we start driving. Because the last thing I want to do is to have like a tire blowout or some crap like that, and be stuck on a back highway that barely has any lights and just like trying to push the car off the side of that highway just so it doesn't get struck by an oncoming vehicle, and then trying to get roadside assistance. So I'll be taking all my phones with all my different lines on it. So the Google Fi line gives me T-Mobile. I have the AT&T lines. Then I have Visible, which is Verizon. Um, so yeah, one of them is bound to maintain signal and service in case I need it. If I happen to be in a dead by daylight situation, I have a way to get help. But no, I'm super excited to do this road trip and go see my dad. Spend time with my dad on the last couple of days of 2020 and the first couple of days of 2021. Really excited for that. It's a good refresher. Um, like I said, lots of good things coming. Lots of good things coming. Vizzle's garbage and rural. They don't get the same access as actual Verizon prepaid or postpaid. I don't know. When I drove to Sierra Vista, I actually maintained really good connection with Visible. So I don't know. I guess it just depends on where, because Sierra Vista is like border town to Mexico, and it maintains solid connection all the way down there. But nonetheless, I have the AT&T lines too, so I'm not really worried. Like I have ways of connecting. I have ways of staying connected. So, but I will do some live streams along the way. Um, just kind of like vlog my travels. I'm also gonna vlog the travels too. So that's why I have the tripod here, and I'm making sure like all the settings on it is right. So when I go places and stuff like that, I can set the tripod up quickly, get some footage, put a nice little vlog together. I mean, that's stuff that's gonna come on the YouTube channel mostly as like vlogs and stuff like that. Maybe like one-on-one talks, personal, like development videos, inspirational videos, things like that. But really, just stepping away from the tech stuff and just letting other people shine in the tech space, the tech community, and let them show what they can do. Because there are great creators that have great ideas, and I want to see what they can do when they finally have the spotlight on them and a good support behind them. Like I want to see what they can do. I want to see where they can go. Um, you know, I mean, I know they could probably go far. I mean, Tech Right was one of them. Tech Right came into the game. I met him when he was like I think like at 4 or 5,000 subscribers, roughly around there. Um, Gave him shout out, showed him massive support, and then I seen him take off, and to where he's at right now. It's kind of windy today. Whew. Hands are freezing a little bit, but yeah. Other than that, and I know some of you guys don't have Instagram. That's cool. I'm not saying that you guys have to go get Instagram or anything like that. Um, the stuff I do on there will get sent here to YouTube. It's just basically like the priorities have switched. So Instagram is where I'm going to be most like prioritized most. Um, and then of course I'll be jumping on other people's live streams. So like Sneed does a live stream and he invites me on it. If I can get on, I'll get on and hang out with everybody and keep updating with everybody. Same with Carlos. Same with Gene. Gene does a live and he invites me on. I'll definitely co-host. But enough of that stuff. It's Christmas Eve. Man, oh man, man. This year is going by quickly. I couldn't be happier. Um, I'm ready to put 2020 behind me already. It's just been insane. I got a couple of my friends that have reached out to me. Some of them are like pissed off because the $600 stimulus didn't get signed in right away. People are mad. It's like, oh my god, man! Like I know the economy is bad. I know it is. But then again, like people didn't make very good smart choices. Um, Even when they got their first stimulus and they got the what is it, the supplemental unemployment for people who were furloughed off work. They didn't save anything. So I can see why a lot of people are hurt. I mean, no, me and my lady, we did actually. They can keep the 600. We need 2,000. Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely, definitely. And these are some of the things I want to talk about too. You know what I mean? Like what's happening in society, what's happening. The people versus the government, type stuff. Which obviously will get it'll get censored on here, but it's okay. Uh, as a brand account, Carlos, can you see Gene's comments? Because he said that he moved his channel to a brand account. So he switched it up. So it's no longer like a regular YouTube account now. Now it's connected to a brand account. You still can't see him? Huh. Interesting. Because if you're not on his block list and you're not he should be able to see you. I don't know. No, I couldn't tell you. Um, but yeah, there's and like people don't have to they don't have to take the president's word for it. You guys can always find acquire documentation as far as like to read the COVID relief bill yourself. Look who it is. The elf hater. Yes, Christopher, I swear I'm sorry, man, but I just can't get into that movie Elf. I just can't. You know. I mean, towards the middle and end of it is okay, but the very beginning, the way that he acts is just ridiculous. It's just too annoying. Uh, hey, what's going on? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too as well. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Merry Christmas to those that are being Scrooges this year with the bah humbugs and everything like that. They need Christmas. They need Christmas joy, or whatever holiday they celebrate. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. They need a hug. They need some love. So Merry Christmas to them too as well. I'll say. But yeah, I'm like, I have the Santa tracker up right now. So my kids is like, they're really on it. Like they're really zoned out watching it. Yeah, I think I have it on this phone too. It sucks because the Google Santa tracker is not in the Play Store anymore. They took it down from the Play Store. It just sucks. So I have to get it from apkmirror.com. So actually, I don't have it on this phone, but I'll download it right now while we're chatting, and then I'll show you guys. Let me just get get the latest one. There it is. APK Mirror. I trust APKmirror.com. APK Pure, kind of sketchy. Yeah, the last time they updated the Santa Tracker app was in 2019, so a year ago. But it's got the most recent one, which was December 11th, 2019. That one's a bundle, so it has the Android Wear and the APK file. So you have the file from to sideload to like your smartwatch, and also damn liberal companies. Yes, 2K and 4K for couples. Yes, and you know we honestly need that because they're in that bill. I don't know if people know, but like for those that are non-U.S. citizens, like if the bill was to stay where we would get 1,600, not 1,600, but 600, 600 per person in your family. I think it's like I forgot how entirely it goes. I just know it's like 600 for mom or dad, and then I think it's like 600 per dependent, as long as the dependent is under 18. And so yeah, for non-citizens they get 1,800 each. So they get more than what we get, and we pay taxes into the system. Yeah, that's totally not cool. Of course, besides that, giving billions of dollars to other countries, um, that ain't cool. So I mean, there's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of bullshit in there, and like I understand why President Trump is asking them to amend that and to change it from 600 to 2,000. Like 2,000, for a single parent, 4,000 for couples, and then I think it still stays at 600 per dependent under 18. So that would be cool. Jane White Black people. Oh, there it goes. So I sideloaded the app. Oh, hey, what the heck? No, go back to it. They have the app looking different now. Originally, before it just used to be like a map. Looks like Santa's in India. Arrival time. He's going to Karachi, Pakistan. Awesome. Well, my kids are watching it on their phones. It says that Santa will arrive here in 16 hours. Okay. See, Trump just wants to stay in the White House, so he's doing something that people would approve of. Um, well, I'll tell you this much: the whole election thing was a complete bunch of BS. Regardless of which political side you support, it was. Like I still have people that ask me if what happened here in Phoenix actually happened, and I would tell them like, yes, they did go to you in line. If you held a pen in your hand and you were waiting in line to vote, there were people who were weird that came up to you. They wouldn't even ask you. They would just snatch your pen out of your hand and then hand you a Sharpie. But people are like, well, you're being biased. So people can ask Carlos because Carlos was here during the election time, and he actually went to one of the places, one of the voting places, and saw it happen. A lot of weird, crazy things happen. So regardless, I mean, um, I'll be straight, and this is just my belief. And if people are gonna hate me for it, oh well. But even if Biden is inaugurated on January 20th, he's not going to stay president very long. The plan was never for him to stay president at all. It's going to be very easy to Article 25 him, get him out of office, which means that Harris takes presidency, and then the Speaker of the House becomes vice president. That would be Pelosi if she still voted to stay as the House Speaker. Yeah. So there's a lot of things, and I'll tell people this right now: you can't trust government You just can't, and you can't put all the power in government. You know what I mean? You just can't. There's a lot of stuff being tossed around like free this and free that. Nothing in life is free. You got to remember that. That's not a political point of view. That's just outright common sense. Nothing in life is free. Like think about it like this, right? There are people that apply for welfare. There are people that apply for food stamps, right? Not clowning on them, not joking about them or anything like that. I'm just saying there are people that need the help, so they go and apply for assistance to get food stamps. Do you know what they ask of today just for you to get approved for a few couple of $100 to go buy food, just to get food? Like say you're not applying for anything else, because trust me, I've applied for food stamps. I know what it's like to do it. Um, what you have to give, and surprisingly, they don't ask you for a DNA sample or anything like that because you got to give every little bit of information about you. They want to know, of course, where you live to make sure you're a resident so you can apply through the state. Um, they want to know how many dependents you have. They want to know if you have any properties. They want to know if your family owns any land. Not you, but your family. So, like, if your grandfather owns land, say you have family in Switzerland, and your grandpa out there owns land, and when he passes in his will, that land's supposed to go to you. They want to know about it. Like you have to submit that. You have to show that. If they find out about it, it could disqualify you from getting food stamps, from getting help, because you didn't tell them that you could possibly be getting land in the future. Um, I mean, I'm surprised they don't go as far as to ask you things like what is your shoe size? What are your three favorite positions in bed with your significant other? Like, I'm surprised they don't ask that kind of questions because they demand so much out of you just to get a few couple of $100 to go buy food, right? Like, if the government actually cared about its people and wanted to help them, they wouldn't need to know that. I mean, the basic stuff, like they got to make sure that you are, living just a little bit above or about or below the poverty line. So them asking you to submit your pay stubs to see how much you're making at work, so they can calculate what they're going to give you in supplement. For them to ask you to to know what your bank balance is. Like I can understand those types of things, but like they go far beyond it, especially here in Phoenix, in Phoenix, Arizona. They go far beyond that. It's just insane. So really, nothing in life is free because you got to give yourself to get that kind of help into something that you already pay into. Well, the same thing with the stimulus checks. We won't have to pay all that back, bro. The economy will take a hit. Yeah, of course it will, definitely. In Nevada, now they make us take drug tests to get accepted, and after they pop random, which is great, so people don't sell it for dope habits. Yeah, I think they said something about doing that here. I really think they said something about doing that here, that they were going to start doing something like that. I don't know, man. It's insane. It literally is insane. There's like, so yeah, you can't trust your government, and you never should trust your government. And you know what? Me being this person that loves to read, if people didn't know your the founding fathers, right? So I'm talking about like George Washington, them. Even they said that you shouldn't trust your government. I don't know if Carlos can see you, Gene. Trump loves y'all so much. He hasn't approved nothing since last March. Well, what do you expect? Do you even know what's in these bills that's being drafted besides the highlighted point, which is stimulus? Let me ask you this, Magical Mermaid. Do you really think that we should be giving billions of dollars, to other countries in this time right now? Like in this time of what we're going to, do you really think that we should be giving money away to other countries for them to sustain themselves? Right? Because I'll tell you this much. What was it? Not that long ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago, Nancy Pelosi went vocal with it. I do, and many pastors have gotten millions. You do believe that we should be giving money to other countries before taking care of our own citizens? Because I'm sorry to say it may sound like a dick move, But how many other countries do you see rushing to help the United States before putting their own people, first? I'll tell you right now, none. There's no other country out there that is putting America's interests first before their own people's. UK and Canada give their people 2 grand a month. Exactly. And you would get 2 grand a month too. But if you're supporting that we give billions of dollars to Cambodia, millions of dollars to South America, if you're supporting that, that's where you're giving your 2,000 a month to. Because I get it, we have vested interest all across the globe. We have vested interest in different countries, right? Like in the Middle East, we have a vested interest in there because of oil, right? And other goods and products. In Asia, we have vested interest over there because of cheap labor. But in this time right now, well then, remove our army bases from there. Why not? I agree. I agree. But do you see where you're going with this right now? You're literally trying to find ground to kind of stand your ground on something that you said. In no way am I trashing what you support. If you support that we should be giving, our funds to other countries, by all means, like stand by it. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you can't get mad at my point of view because I have a right to think the way I want to think, just like you have the right to think the way you want to think. And personally, I don't think that we should be giving that money out at this time right now, because that's not money that we give them every year. You have to separate that. The money that's in this COVID package relief thing that's supposed to go to these countries is not money that we already give them for whatever deals that we have with these countries. They're still getting that money. So this is just money on top of it. But to be quite fair, when you say that Trump didn't do nothing since March, Nancy Pelosi openly spoke and said that the only reason why that she didn't really push hard for some sort of deal that would pass is because she's waiting for the presidency to change over. So technically, Nancy Pelosi just openly admitted you as a person and what you need help with is not in her mind. It's not in her interest to help you. Her hatred towards the current president is so bad that she will throw American citizens under the bus just to attack him, just to hurt him, just to prove her point about him. And that's the problem. That's why I said you can't trust government. Regardless, even when Biden's in office, it doesn't matter what president is in office. You cannot put 100% trust in government. It just don't work that way. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Good afternoon to everyone, and everyone have a wonderful holiday. Take care. If your people's at home first, need the money here. Exactly. Thanks, Paul Boyd. Appreciate that. If we are going to have an occupation in a country, then finance them too. In my mind, the U.S. and U.K. are the United Nations. Again, like I said, like I agree with you there. But this money that they're saying in this bill that they want to send out to these other countries is not part of the money that's already being given annually, right? Because we have a fiscal budget every year, right? We have fiscal spending. Nancy has done nothing but fight for the citizens. I don't hear Republicans fighting for citizens. Are you kidding me? Nancy Pelosi literally said that the only reason she didn't come to any agreement on any second wave stimulus check is because she's waiting for presidency to change over. You're telling me she's fighting for citizens? I'm sorry to say this, but to me, she's fighting for non-citizens. Cut the military budget by 25%. If you cut the military budget by 25%, then how are you guys going to expect our military to protect us? Like if we were, like let's say China just says, screw it, we're going to war with the United States. You cut the funding to the military, and then what are we supposed to do? Give them cheaper weapons to fight with? Guns that are going to jam out in the middle of battle? They get a case of grenades, and about 40% of those grenades are duds? No countries, are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because right now, like the way the United States sits, I know this for a fact. There's a lot of countries that would love to take a piece of the United States right now. They would. They definitely would. North Korea has threatened us so many times. Unless you mean cyber threats? No, physical threats. How many times has Hawaii had to sound off a freaking a missile attack alarm only because North Korea threatened they were gonna fire a missile in the state of Hawaii, and that they said that they had a missile that could reach the coast of California. These are things that happens that I wouldn't say happens behind closed doors because most people don't pay attention anyways. So it's not really behind closed doors. It's just those that pay attention know. But there are a lot of China would definitely love to take a crack at the United States if they wanted to. And believe me, in a way they do. But these days, most warfares are not fought by picking up guns and going into battle. Most warfares are fought on the financial fields, the cyber world. They don't have a chance against our technology. Our technology is adopted, man. Our technology is adopted, and a lot of that stuff is not in house. So you can't look at our technology and be like, like this, that, and the third. I mean, I'm not saying that the United States is dumb. We're not, but we have allowed a lot of practices to be done overseas. Like manufacturing jobs were sent overseas, right? Some of them have returned back here to the U.S., and I'm happy for that because you've seen a spike in jobs. But you have businesses here that when they increased the taxes on those businesses, they found out that overseas cheap labor, so they took their manufacturing jobs outside of the United States and brought it somewhere else. Right? That means a job that you could possibly get is no longer there anymore because it's given somewhere else. I'll give you an example. I worked in a call center field, right? Why do you think that a lot of the call center fields, why do you think that their customer care? So like not their level one, not their tier two tech support, not their retention departments, but their customer care. So the first person you speak to when you call in about your mobile phone, why do you think you most likely get a person from the Philippines? The reason why is because it's cheap labor. It's cheap labor. Have them do the work. And then call centers figured out that the people in the Philippines don't really care what people think over the phone because they know that they're like thousands and thousands of miles away. So a guy who answers a call for AT&T that lives and works at a call center in the Philippines is getting yelled at by a guy who lives in Florida about his phone service not working. That Filipino don't care how bad you yell. He's going to stick exactly by what he's told to do because he has nothing to fear. So it was like a win-win for call centers to send their customer care jobs overseas to either India or the Philippines, right? But we lost jobs here. They don't have a chance against our technology. Okay. I believe that. I'm for President Trump because of him. Yeah, see, but here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like, I don't care if you're a Biden supporter. I don't care if you're a Trump supporter, right? If you're a Biden supporter, trust me, I'm never gonna tell you that you can't come here and watch my YouTube live streams or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, more power to you. That to me, to tell somebody that I don't like you because of who you support, it's a hypocritical move when you want to talk about freedom of speech and freedoms. Like this is what we wanted, right? This is the type of freedom that we wanted. We wanted to support who we want to support. I think today people have lost that. We have the world's strongest military. Until they continue to keep cutting budget to the military, and then we won't. Right? That is the reason why we have a strong military, is because of the amount of funding the military got and what they used to either develop weaponry or buy weaponry. My thing is, I don't believe in talk, I believe in action. Well, I'm going to tell you this much right now. And this is just from my knowledge of elections and government and stuff like that. But if in fact that they don't do any sort of recount and it just stays as it is and Biden is president elect and he is inaugurated January 20th, if the Republicans keep the Senate, you're looking at a dead goose egg. Because if you don't know how government works, Congress drafts the bills. They come up with the bills, right? They send the bills to the Senate. The Senate has to approve. If the Senate doesn't approve, the bill doesn't go to the president to be signed in. So they could be doing things like they could be drafting bills to try to flip this country into a communist country. It wouldn't happen because if it goes and the Republicans disagree with it, and the Republicans are the majority in the Senate, it's a bill that's dead. So you would have Biden sitting on the seat doing nothing because anything that he promised that people felt was out of line is not going to go through. And that's just the way government is. That's why we have different branches of government. It was set up this way so that way one person really couldn't rule the entire country. And as a matter of fact, people kind of lose sight of that. Money doesn't trickle down, it trickles up. Yeah, I'll agree with that because you pay a lot of taxes in, but you don't get a lot of kickbacks on that. You really don't. You think about it. You pay a percentage in tax every paycheck, right? If you get bonuses or you make overtime, they tax the hell out of that too. But they tax it higher than your normal tax rate of what they normally take out of your paycheck. I think here in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken, because when I worked for Sprint, I got some pretty good bonuses. Um, they took like 40% in taxes of my bonuses. All politicians are corrupt. Well said, John. They all have hidden agendas. They all do. They all do. Look at how many politicians have sat in seats with and you can research how much their annual salary is, yet they're living really, really, really comfortably. Side deals and backdoor manipulations, man, to put themselves in a very comfortable place, right? I mean, there are people who will sell out American interest really fast, really fast. They don't care. See, there's a lot of people that want to run for office. They want to get into office, and they talk a big game. I'll say this right now: $200 on the table. Name me one president that said that he was going to do this, and that, and did everything they promised they were going to do. Everything, not just 10% of it or 15% of it. Name me a president that did everything they said they were going to do during their campaign. $200 on the table. And I'll tell you right now, I know for a fact I won't lose this bet because there's not one president that ever did exactly what they promised they were going to do. Right? Sure, they love to talk a big game. Exactly, they can't. There's always checks and balances, and then you also have influence that kind of detracts from getting that done, right? I'm sorry if you guys can hear the wind. I don't have like any external mic, and the wind is starting to pick up. Later today, I didn't get the ham, so I got to go to the store and get a ham. I am cooking. Well, I'm not cooking. My lady's cooking ham, and yeah, a nice cold day in Arizona. Exactly. Yeah, it is. It is pretty chill. It is pretty chill. Um, yeah. So, but see, I like these kind of talks. Pineapple on that ham? It depends. It depends. I'm not sure if we're doing it. We did that for the Thanksgiving ham. I don't know if we're doing it for this one. Ham is the bomb. Ham is life. Obama was a bad president for the vets. I mean, like, yeah, that is one thing I would give Trump. Trump actually gave a damn about the vets, and a lot of things that our vets were facing with the VA, he fixed a lot of those problems. I know because my dad did 20 years in the United States Air Force. So besides Carlos, who's over here telling us about what Trump has done for him, with the VA, I know also because my dad and my uncle. My uncle Ray served in the United States Army. My dad served in the United States Air Force. My younger sister right now serves in the United States Air Force as I forgot what her rank is. I know when she went in as a lieutenant, based upon that she went through college and her college credits kind of helped her on that. So right now, my younger sister and again, I thank her for her service. She is a she is a pilot for B-52 bombers, right? So I think she is the secondary pilot because I know that there's multiple pilots on the B-52. So you have the main pilots in the cockpit, but you also have a pilot. I think that a pilot that I forgot. I gotta ask her. When I see her, I'll ask her. But I know she's a pilot. She always posts pictures on Instagram of her and the B-52 bomber that she flies. She calls that her baby. Honey on ham. I can't eat ham anymore because my theme for 2021 is going to be flying pigs. What? Tito, are you buying the new KFC console? No. I don't even know what the KFC console is. What is that? Let me Google it. Where is Santa right now? He is in Kharkov, Russia. He's in Russia now. And I guess Mrs. Claus is baking cookies. There's a live feed from what she's doing. And an elf got his tongue stuck on the North Pole. Oh, it keeps your chicken warm. KFC went there. Why not a Dunkin' Donuts console? Yeah, or Krispy Kreme. Bro, Krispy Kreme is freaking addicting, right? Isn't it? Krispy Kreme is superly addictive. It's like I swear people used to make jokes about Krispy Kreme having like meth inside the glaze. It's a wrap for Santa. He's gonna get drunk off vodka. It actually has sick tech specs. Okay, okay. Let me look it up. Let's see. KFC console. Oh, look. Number one Google search. Oh, my Lord. There really is. If you guys can see it, that's a KFC console. KFC announced Wednesday the release of its KFC console, a gaming console in the shape of the fast food chain's familiar bargain bucket of chicken. Coolmaster further explains that the gaming console has other items such as an Intel NUC 9 Extreme compute element to keep space open for games and to drive performance. What? Game console that comes with a built-in chicken chamber to keep your snacks warm. Are you for real? So the gaming console is in the shape of the KFC chicken bucket, and it's got a compartment to warm your snacks while you play games. I think it has 4K gaming, 240 hertz refresh rate. Damn. Oh my god. Damn. That's crazy. That is insane. You want to come back in the next life as a Krispy Kreme glazed donut? You want to be eaten? I don't know about me. If I come back in the next life, I want to be a well-built an AI software like Skynet. Only I wouldn't kill humanity. No way. I want to come back as a giant murder hornet. Oh my gosh. So, while I got a little bit of time left, because it looks like my battery's at 23%, so it's going to die here in the next 15 minutes or so. What's happening for you guys? Let me know. What are you guys doing this evening for Christmas Eve? Family coming over? Friends coming over? You want to come back as a Pixel 2 XL? No way. Not unless a person bought me and maintained, taking care of me and replaced my ion battery when it was starting to die out. Because if they don't replace my battery, I'm going to end up dying. I would only have like a 3 or 4 year life expectancy. So, but yeah, you guys got family visiting in. Are you guys letting COVID stop you guys from having a Christmas? Please tell me you guys are not that naive to do that. You will come back next life as a honey baked ham. Nah. only for myself to eat. That'd be weird, right? A ham eating himself. You want to come back as a ravioli plain? Wow. New light charged phones coming soon. Yeah, I mean, there's battery cases you can find on Amazon that use solar recharge. Those are pretty awesome. I wonder why those never picked up. You know what I mean? Like why people didn't actually think about buying a solar powered case. You know that could charge up your phone. That'd be awesome, right? Because then like right now, I could have one on the back of my phone and it would charge as I'm live streaming, and then at night plug it into the Type C port. Boom, there it goes. Um, did you hear that the OnePlus devices will change color when they detect a 5G signal? Yeah, gimmicky bullshit. It's like, oh my god, you got 5G. I'm gonna turn myself to like a pearl white. Like, fuck out of here with that. That is not something that I'm gonna be like, yeah, buy that phone, change colors when it's on 5G. You're learning my Raspberry Pi and loving it. No families besides my nieces. Oh, cool, awesome. How are you liking it, bro? Because like my son is into that. As a matter of fact, I bought my kids this kit to build a tablet. It uses Raspberry Pi. I don't know if you ever heard of the company called Kano, but it's like it's for kids that are like getting into like building tech, and very simple to put together. You got the Raspberry Pi, you got the motherboard itself, you got a battery pack, and you just connect all the wires together, connect it all up, put it in its casing, and seal the case, and boom, you got like a little stand-up kids tablet. Kids love that. Does it change colors when the China government starts fighting on you? What's it gonna turn red when China has accessed your phone? Ask Bill Gates who owns loser Nokia. Guinness was so far 5G not impressive at all. Of course not. Of course not, especially on the T-Mobile side. I mean, I put my Google Fi Sim in my Pixel 5 and connect to 5G here, and my LTE speeds on Google Fi is faster than 5G. But what do you expect? It's using T-Mobile. Now I've seen 5G on Verizon, and Carlos could attest to this if he's still here. But that thing is blazing fast. Literally, he turned it on his hotspot, his MiFi box for Verizon, and I connected two of my phones. Ray connected, I think, two of his phones, and Carlos had like three of his phones connected. And except for my phone, because my phone doesn't have 5G access, right? So, but it was on LTE only, but it was pulling down like 250 megabits down, and like 70 on the up. On their 5G phones, they was pulling the gig down. They were able to stream YouTube videos that was true 4K, and it did not buffer or stutter. 12 devices total, yeah. And it did not buffer. Not one device buffered at all. There was no glitch. It didn't drop resolution. It didn't switch resolution. All those phones that had 4K capabilities stayed on 4K, 60 frames. Exactly. 4K, 60 frames per second. It was a beautiful thing to see. What's sad is watching like Carlos's videos and watching Sneed's videos, and the ads that run on it is that guy that has like the beanie. He's like, see this beanie? This beanie will protect you from 5G radiation. And he does this test, and he puts the phone on top. He tests the radiation, and he puts the phone inside the beanie, tests the radiation. Like, fuck out of here with that. You want to get rid of those types of things? Get rid of your microwave, your baby monitors, your smart TVs, your refrigerators. Get rid of all that if you're worried about that. They've been saying that kind of technology was going to kill people. They said it with the very first cell phone. They said it with pagers. Like I researched it after Sneak told me about it. I researched it, and I'm like, damn, there were a lot of people that was afraid of it back in the day. I have YouTube Premium, so I haven't seen ads in a while. Good thing you're not. Yes, it's not what they put in you, but it's also what they take out. DNA. What they take out. DNA. What do you mean? 5G doesn't sap your DNA. And do you really think the radiation waves off cellular connectivity and do basically to simplify it? Do you really think that the radiation from that is enough to destroy your cells? Like right now. Do you think right now? Because like I have two phones right next to me. Do you think right now it's destroying my cellular structure? The same people who complain about radiation and lack of privacy have indoor cameras and voice assistant. Yeah. They said in the 70s that microwave ovens radiations would kill you. Same with cell phones if you put it to your ear. I stand in front of my microwave all the time and I'm still good. I mean, I'm gonna downplay it. Like maybe if the entire Earth was made of cell phones, it would have enough radiation to actually like do something. But you're talking about the mass of the Earth. I will take the vaccine. I'm considered phase one. Oh no. I try not to use my microwave anymore. Yeah, microwave's only good for certain things. I wouldn't use it really to cook food. To like reheat food is one thing, but I mean, not everything is reheatable in the microwave. Chicken, definitely not. It will dry the fuck out of chicken really fast. I don't use wireless earbuds because I feel like they could cause some type of brain cancer. Well, I guess I'm getting brain cancer because I use my Skull Candy Evo Sessions and my Pixel Buds. But then again, for me, life is too short for me to worry about those types of things, and I already know I'm going to die, and it's not gonna make me plop over and die in 2 days from now. So I'm cool. Um, but everyone has the God given right to live their life the way they want and create their own lifestyle. If you in your heart of hearts believes that this technology is absolutely dangerous for you, it's totally cool. You live your life that way because it doesn't affect me. I'm still gonna live my life the way I live it. You know what I mean? And I'm nobody to tell you that you have to live your life a certain way. So more power to you. And I wouldn't clown on you. Like you live how you want to live. Microwave pizza tastes better cold. It does. I don't know what it is about pizza, but pizza is awesome cold. Actually, like Italian food is good cold. In my opinion, it is. Like when the missus over here makes lasagna, I love lasagna, especially the way that she makes it, um, hot or cold. Because when she makes it, I eat it for dinner, and then the leftovers get put away. And my favorite thing on the day after lasagna night is waking up and beating everybody to the leftovers and cutting me a big piece of the lasagna and eating it cold. I used to eat good. Um, Real quick here, because I got a little bit of time left. I lost 5 more pounds, so that's big thumbs up on that. Doing this fasting thing, so I did drop back to doing 16 by 8s, but that was for a little while, just because of holidays. A lot of food. I want to be able to eat um, all that goodness. So, but yeah, after tonight and tomorrow, well, after tomorrow, then that's a pretty stupid statement. After tomorrow, my fasting will be brought back up to 18 by 6 for 1 week, and then move up to 20 by 4. And then in the new year, I'll start doing a back to back fasting. So doing 48 hours, kind of like what Phone Jerome does. Like I've been, paying attention to a lot of stuff that he does. This actually works for the weight drop. So like doing like anywhere between a 60 to a 90 hour fasting, and then doing like a 3.5 to 4 hour refeed at a capped calorie of 5,000 calories per refeed should help me get down to where I want to be. And then when I get down to that point, then I gotta switch it up. Just like what he's doing right now, because I don't know if you guys follow Phone Jerome, his other channel called Finally Fasting. He's trying to find the perfect balance of how he should still keep fasting, but eat, but not drop a lot of weight, but to maintain the weight that he's at. He's trying to maintain his weight at 125. Now, I'm not trying to get that small. I'm trying to get down to 140. But when I get to 140, of course, I'm going to have to do the same thing. I'm going to have to switch it up. So I am maintaining those levels and staying at 140 pounds and being able to eat what I want. Because that's the thing that I love about fasting is that I'm not on a diet. I'm just literally going without sustenance for some time, and then I'm allowed a window to eat, and I can eat what I want. I mean, I choose not to eat carbs, so I don't want to eat bread and stuff like that. Um, that's where Ray says that I'm basically putting fasting on steroids because I'm combining keto with it. Um, 72-hour fast can create stem cells in the body. Hey, Oscar, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You're happy if you can get down to 200? Keep doing it, man. Like Ray said, you want to put fasting on steroids and really start shredding weight. Um, do like a do a 24-hour fast, 24-hour water fast, or drink water only, nothing else, and then give yourself like a 4-hour window to feed, and then do another 24-hour fast. Stay away from carbs, dude. So no rice, no pasta, no bread, none of that stuff. Um, go massive amount of proteins and veggies. Fasting that long is not healthy. Um, check out Finally Fasting and like watch Jerome's journey. Besides his tech podcast he does every day on Phone Jerome, just head to YouTube and watch his videos. He does 96-hour fast, bro, and yeah, he's totally fine. Like I would say this, and the way that he's put it in a lot of his videos that he's explained it. If you're gonna start fasting, you don't start doing 96-hour fast. You don't start from jump. You have to build your body towards it, right? Still not healthy? I don't know. It's working out for me. I would say that. And I'm type 2 diabetic. I go to my doctor to check and make sure I'm good, and I'm good. Now, when I get to doing like 60 hours, I don't know about 96, but if I do like 60-hour fasts, I'll let you know. I'll do like an update live stream. I'll let you know how where I'm at as far as with my doctor and everything and what he says. I'll let you know. I think it's how you do it. You know what I mean? Because if you do like, for instance, if you fast for 96 hours and then in your refeed you eat like a bunch of junk, yeah, that wouldn't help. Dr. Peter Berg on YouTube is my online god. Awesome. I know him, bro. So yeah, yeah. Um, so oh, it's like 11:15 in the morning, my time. But anyways, guys and gals, I am gonna let you go. Um, because it is Christmas Eve, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I've already taken up an hour and 17 minutes. Um, and start telling other creators. Well, that's funny. Life's not fair because I've never said anything like that. But welcome to have you here. Welcome to have you here, and um, yeah, go away. So, anyways, yeah. And to be quite clear on that, I don't tell anybody not to collaborate with him. And if you're referring to Latrell, why don't you go ask Latrell? Hear it out the horse's mouth instead of me. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy new year. May God bless you all. Yes, yes. Merry Christmas. And yeah, happy holidays. I hope you guys are doing great. Hopefully, you guys are having the time of your life and that it's all good. Right? And if you're still here, life's not fair. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I ain't worried about it, dude. Like I said, I ain't worried about it. Um, that's his troll alt. Yeah. But like I said, whatever he's hearing in his head, the voices in his head, nuts. Yeah, because I don't tell anybody that they can't collaborate with people. I'm nobody here on YouTube. I'm fucking nobody. Like, hear me when I say this. I ain't no gladiator here. I ain't no big time YouTuber like MKBHD. I am nothing of that sort. So I don't tell anybody what to do. People live their own lives. They do what the hell they want. So yeah. But God bless you. God bless you for standing up for your buddy Alex. You know what I mean? Because he needs a friend. He does. And I wish him nothing but the best and Merry Christmas. I'm going to be asking Gene for his number. Yeah. And I'm going to say this too to people out there. Leave Gene alone. Okay? Don't be putting his personal number out there and stuff like that. What's wrong with people? Leave him alone. All right? He just wants to do him. Like everyone that's, I'll address this right now. I think I got a little bit of battery left. Yeah, I got like 12% battery before it dies, 11% right now. Let me address this right now. To all those people that's getting angry and mad at other people and talking bad about other people, like seriously, let it go. Go your own way. Do your thing. Grow your channels. Focus on what you guys want to do that makes you happy and do that. And don't worry about other people. Because trust me, saying mean things about me, talking about my personal life, I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I laugh about it. It's all good. If it helped you get through a day by talking bad about me, so be it. Do it if you want to. But I would say do your tech stuff if that's what you're into, or if you're into gaming, or if you're into cars, or if you're into vlogging. Do your stuff that makes you happy. Like, life is too short to sit there and have a face that looks like the sun is in your eye all the time. Just do you and be happy. Focus on your family. Be happy. You know what I mean? Focus on those that love you. Focus on them, the ones that matter. But yeah, don't worry about other people. And again, like I say, I am not anybody special. I am just me. I'm just Tito. That's who I am at the end of the day. And I don't think of myself as anyone above anybody else. I don't think people are beneath me. I'm not that type of person, and I never have been. And those that have rocked with me since the beginning know that. They know I don't tell people what to do or tell people who they should associate with. That's just silly. That is silly, silly, silly. No, you and Gene are cool? Yeah, man. The negativity is bad. Stay away from the negativity. Yeah. Only now they want to come in. Yeah. I don't know if I'm the most laid back guy on the planet, but I don't care what people do. Like, people could do what the hell they want to do. That's the point. But Magical Mermaid, don't worry about it. There's a lot of a lot of dumb things happening, on on the YouTube. That's just crazy. So that is what it is. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, so I just make that clear. Like, they can keep talking about me. It's totally fine. They can make fun of my situations. They can make fun that I was depressed and suicidal at one point. That's totally fine. Like, at the end of the day, I know who I am as a person, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. So I'm good. But I do want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, including the ones that are mad at me. I want to wish them a Merry Christmas too as well, and a Happy Holidays. In case you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate a different holiday. That's totally cool. So Happy Holidays to you too as well, and be safe. Be safe, especially next week for New Year's. New Year's, if you're planning on, please, 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 those people that are legit, that are not here to cause trouble. But if you guys are planning to go out and indulge in adult beverages for the New Year's, please, please don't drive, please. Okay, I said this last year, um, and I didn't put it out there, but two people that did sub to my channel got in car accidents. They're good. They're alive. They got in car accidents, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. So if you are gonna go and indulge in adult beverages, New Year's time, please, please, please don't drive. Take an Uber. That's why we have Uber now, or Lyft, or a taxi, or if you have like a sober friend, let them drive. As long as they got a driver's license, let them do the driving. Okay. Uh, you know, those people that I love here, that I care about here, I want to see you guys in 2021, in in perfect condition. So again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Love you guys very much. Take it easy. My battery's about to die. Y'all are clutch. Y'all know where I'm gonna be, where most of the stuff is going to. One podcast a week starting towards the end of January. I'll start doing one podcast on here a week, doing that. And if you're coming up on the YouTube and you want some help, some support, or whatever, I'd be more than happy to help. I'd be more than happy to share your channel and get people introduced to you. So keep that in mind. You guys are clutch. Thank you guys for coming in. Y'all are amazing. I love you guys very much. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.